Hi everyone, my name is Maria Hamill and I am the Learning Programs Coordinator with Veterans Upward Bound. And today we're going to be going over VA disability benefits and how to apply for them. So we'll be going first over some eligibility requirements and then presumed disabilities by the VA, which include exposure to hazardous materials, former POWs, PTSD, illnesses that appear within 1 year after discharge, and then some special claims. And then lastly, we'll be going over how to apply for VA disability benefits. So the VA describes eligibility requirements by a veteran may be entitled to compensation if he or she is disabled due to injury or disease that was sustained in the line of military duty or a pre-existing injury or disease that was aggravated in the military line of duty. So what kind of conditions are covered by these benefits? They include chronic back pain resulting in a current diagnosed back disability, breathing problems resulting from a current lung condition or lung disease, severe hearing loss, scar tissue, loss of range of motion, ulcers, cancers caused by toxic chemicals or other dangers, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, traumatic brain injury or TBI, depression, and anxiety. So the VA defines presumed disabilities as certain disabilities that were caused by unique circumstances of a veteran's specific military service. So these include exposure to hazardous materials, former POWs, PTSD, illnesses that appear within 1 year after discharge, and then some special claims. So we're going to go over each of these individually with the eligibility requirements as well as the compensations and such. So first up is benefits for exposure to hazardous materials. So these are illnesses and conditions that the VA believes may be caused by contact with harmful chemicals or other hazardous materials while serving in the military. They include Agent Orange, asbestos, birth defects like spina bifida due to the hazardous materials, contact with mustard gas or lewisite, contaminated drinking water from Camp Lejeune, Gulf War illness in Afghanistan, Project 11/SHAD, radiation exposure, and specific environmental hazards. So what kind of disability benefits can I receive if I had exposure to hazardous materials? They include health care as well as compensation or monthly payments from the VA. All right, so benefits for former prisoners of war include the benefits that you can receive, health care as well as compensation or monthly payments. So here are the eligibility requirements for POWs. I'm not going to go over these. You'll see a couple of these blue boxes in this demonstration today. I'm not going to go over each of them individually. However, you can take a moment to pause the video, take a picture, and I'll also show you where you can find all of these eligibility requirements on the VA website later as well. All right, next up is disability benefits for PTSD. You can receive health care, compensation or payments, as well as treatment for PTSD if you sustain PTSD in the military line of duty. Again, here are the eligibility requirements. Feel free to pause the video. I also wanted to include in here, when you're going to apply for VA benefits and you are claiming PTSD as a disability, there are some additional forms that you need to fill out, including your application for benefits. They are seen on the screen here, but I'll show you a little bit later where you can find them on the VA website. I just wanted to make mention that this is specific for PTSD. Disability benefits for disabilities that appear 1 year after discharge. You can receive health care and compensation for this. These kind of disabilities include hypertension or high blood pressure, arthritis, diabetes, peptic ulcers, if they've all started 1 year after discharge. Again, here are the eligibility requirements. And lastly is special claims. So if you have a disability that I did not mention earlier or that's not listed before and it was linked to military service, you still may be eligible to get compensation or other benefits through the VA. So they include an automobile allowance and adaptive equipment, birth defects linked to Agent Orange, so your child may be able to get eligible for benefits if this applies to you. Replacing damaged clothing, so if your clothing was damaged by a prosthetic or orthopedic device or by medicine that you're taking for a skin condition, you can get money for new clothes. Recovery from surgery or an immobilizing disability. So if surgery left you unable to move, you may be eligible for temporary disability benefits. Also, may be able to receive dental care. And if time spent in the hospital left you unable to make money, you may be able to get disability benefits for that time. And also being unable to work, you can receive money for that during that time as well. Title 38 USC 1151 disabilities. So if you suffered an added disability while getting VA medical care or in a VA program designed to help you get, find, or keep a job, you may be also able to get disability benefits. And they also have immediate help for temporary disability needs, wide range. So this is a wide overview of the special claims, but on the disability website, they have more information that you can click into and gain more information on that. All right, and what we've been waiting for is applying for disability benefits. So how do you start preparing for the application for disability benefits? You want to make sure that you gather all of your supporting documents before you start to file a disability claim. So this includes VA medical records and hospital records that are related to your claimed illness or injuries or show that your related disability has gotten worse, as well as private medical records and hospital reports that relate to your claimed illnesses or injuries or show that your disability has gotten worse, as well as supporting statements that you'd like to provide from family members, friends, clergy members, law enforcement personnel, or those that served with you that can tell the VA a little bit more about your claimed condition and how and when it happened or how it got worse. So I wanted to add this note that once you started your application, you do have 1 year from the date that you started the application to turn in any evidence. So let's say that you're starting your application, you got it submitted, but you still need to get some medical records or you need to get some more supporting statements from friends and family. You can still do that. You just have 365 days to submit them after you have started the application process. All right, so actually applying for VA benefits, you're going to do that online at www.va.gov. So we're going to go over a little tutorial of that today. So once you go to www.va.gov, it's going to bring you to their home screen here. To be able to access information on the disability, you're going to click on this first tab, VA Benefits and Healthcare. Click down to Disability. And then you'll see on the right-hand side, there's information about eligibility, how to file the claim, as well as just some other information that may be helpful for you. But today we're going to click into eligibility. And this will go over a lot of what I went over today, a little bit more in depth. So you can see here's some eligibility that we talked about, etc. You can also see on the left-hand side all of those presumed disabilities here over here on this tabs. So first, I'm just going to click into PTSD because I did mention earlier about those forms. If you're claiming PTSD, you do have some additional documentation that you need to fill out. So that is found under the eligibility tab and PTSD here on the left-hand side. Once you click into it and scroll down, you're able to find those two documentation that you need to fill out if you're claiming this. So before you start your application, make sure you're downloading these and filling them out. but I wanted to show you that they are here on the website and where you can access them. All right. So we're going to go back to eligibility because I'm going to show you how to be able to get to the area where you need to be able to apply for benefits. So we just talked about all of these presumed disabilities here, and underneath that on the left-hand side tab, you'll see how to file a claim. Click on that. It'll bring you to this page, and it will talk about what to prepare before starting your application, which we just discussed about getting that documentation together. What kind of documentation, we talked about that. And then once you keep scrolling down, you'll see this, where or can I file my claim online? And you can. So you want to click on this Let's Get Started button, and it's going to ask you a couple questions just for the sake of this. I'm just going to click on a couple of these, and then you're going to click on this File a Disability Claim Online. It'll bring you to another page where you're able to log in and start your application there online. I'm not going to go through the process because that takes some time, but this is where you'll be able to access it. So let's say, I don't feel comfortable filing my claim online. That's okay. You can print off your claim documentation through this link here on the website, and then you can print it out and send it to the VA and in mail form. You can also apply in person. You will need to go on this website, theva.gov, and find an office near you where you can do that in person. And if you'd like help with a trained professional, you'll also want to click on this link here where you can get someone to help you fill it out. So what happens after you fill out your disability claim? It does take 135 days for the claim to get, for them to make a decision on average. So in the meantime, you are able to check on your status through the website as well. And if you're just not really sure where to start and you have some questions, feel free to reach out to us at Veterans Upward Bound through phone, email, or check us out on our website. We're here to help and point you towards the right direction. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.